exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another kind of throwback sort of thing. I don't know if this is going to be a mini-series or not. I just kind of want to play this game a little bit and have some fun, and I figured if I'm going to play it, might as well play it on video and play it for you guys. So today we are going to be jumping back in the time machine once again. We've already jumped back to 2017 with our series, with the little mini-series that we have going so far. Well, it's like 1 or 2 episodes at this point, but we're jumping even further back in time to the year 2004. This, I have stated on this channel many times, is my favorite Madden game of all time. Not only because it's a good game, but it's definitely not one of the best Madden games ever made, but it's to me one of the best Madden games ever made because it plays good, and it just has a bunch of good memories from back when I was a kid. Me and my brother used to play Madden all the time, and this is one of my favorite ones to play. And it's got a lot of good stuff in it. So in this video, we're just going to take some time, go through it, maybe do a little bit of a franchise, and do some stuff. So I hope you guys do go on to enjoy Madden 2005. Ray Lewis is on the cover, so enjoy that. I think I've already done this on the channel in the past, but this time I think I'm actually going to like keep playing it and do a little bit of a series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, because this is one of my favorite games of all time, especially one of my favorite Maddens of all time. So if you guys do go and enjoy this video, and this brings back nostalgia for you if you're old enough to have played this game, then hit that like button. Even if you haven't played this game, hit that like button if you go on to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We'd love to have you. Let's get into some nostalgia and some throwbacks. Let's get in the time machine, and let's go back to 2004. See you guys there. So here we are on the Madden 2005 home screen. Obviously, I had to turn down all the sound because it's super copyrighted, so can't play any of the sound. But we're here, ready to go. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on this game before in the past. So if you want to go see that and go see like all the rosters and all that stuff, obviously we'll go through it a little bit when we start the franchise. But if you want to see it more in depth with like the features and all that good stuff, then make sure you try and find that video, because I'm pretty sure I've done one. If not, then that's just me being dumb. But today we're going to go into game modes, if I can click it, game modes, and we're going to start a franchise with a random team. It's not going to be the Patriots because we started that with the Madden 17 game. So we are not, and Bill Belichick, fun fact, is in this game. So trade deadline's going to be off. We're not gonna have a fantasy draft because I want to see how easy it is to trade for players. It might not be easy, it might be easy, I don't know. But we're going to pick a random team. I'm going to scroll left, close my eyes, look down, not pick a by bias or anything. And I'm gonna stop in 3, in 2, and 1, and stop. No, we're not gonna be the Browns. Okay, I'm gonna go again. We're not gonna be the Browns. 3, 2, 1, stop. The Saints. It's a weird team to be. Let's go again. One more time. One more time. One more time. We go again. I'm going to look straight at you. I hope I'm looking straight at you. I think this is where the camera's pointed. 3 and a 2. Why did it stop? Oh, my controller went out. Okay, let's go again. 3, a 2, a 1. The Titans. That's a good team to start with. Do you want to save the roster? No, because I didn't do anything to the roster. So we start this franchise with the Tennessee Titans. Jeff Fisher is our head coach. I think Eddie George should still be on the team, right? He should be older, but he should be still on the team. Hold on, hold on. I gotta put headphones on really quickly. All right, here we go. It is time. I finally got the audio figured out so that I could get so it didn't come through my mic. I got the headphones in, the little AirPods in. So it's time to figure this out. Take a look at the roster. I forgot Tony Bruno was in this game, man. I'm obviously going to lower the audio so you guys... It's kind of loud in my ear, but it's okay. We're going to take a look at the roster. There's Eddie George, 8 years in the league. I thought he was in the league still. Derek Mason, Drew Bennett, not a good wide receiver core. I mean, Derek Mason's pretty good, but other than that, it's not that great. Tight ends are not terribly bad. I thought I had to turn the audio down. The offensive line is pretty good, actually, overall wise. Albert Haynesworth is in the game here. We're probably Samari Roll. That's a name. We're probably gonna have to trade for. This team's actually really, really good. We got lucky here. Probably try and trade for a wide receiver. Maybe a tight end. Maybe a pass rusher. And a linebacker. So let's not go to breakdown. Let's go to trade players and see how hard it is to trade for people. So Lawyer Malloy's a 96 overall. Let's see. Who could we trade for? Could we trade for Brian Dawkins? Is that possible? So we'll give you. We have draft picks. We'll give you Schulters. So the value's not the same. What does this do? They're not interested in the trade. Okay. We have Donnie Nicky as well. Oh man, Donnie Nicky. That's a name. That's a Buckeye right there. Let's give you a 3rd round pick. What about a 2nd round pick? We can only trade the 1st year picks, or the first round. I don't want to give a... Oh, my value is a C+ for our 1st round pick. Brian Dawkins could be a little bit harder to trade for. Let's see if we throw in Eddie George. That doesn't change anything. Does it tell me what they need? I don't see what they need anything. You can see there in the interest bar, it's got 2 yellow bars. I think we need to get it to green for them to be interested in. So we need to give them somebody that they want. Do they want an Odom or they want Thomas? LeBoy? Hall? No, they don't want any of those guys. There's got to be somebody here that they have value with. It seems like I got rid of my free safety. I'm still getting used to the buttons. Not Donnie Nicky. Definitely not Donnie Nicky. Schulters. Sort him back by that. There we go. Okay, so if we give them the middle linebacker, they don't like that. Brian Dawkins might be too hard to get. Let's keep moving on. What about if we go to the Vikings and see if we can get Randy Moss? Is that a possibility? Vikings, Randy Moss. We trade you Mason. No, we don't trade you Mason. We trade you Bennett. Randy Moss has A++ value. What about Carter added? Carter has B+ value. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe we get a pass rusher. So let's go around the league and look at left ends and see if there's a good pass rusher that we recognize that I want. Michael Strahan. Jabril Peppers. So he only has C value for them. Warren Sapp? No. Okay, so it seems like it's hard to trade for players. It seems like it's hard to trade for players in this game. What about if we throw you... What can I get for Steve McNair? Cliff Kingsbury's on the Patriots as a backup quarterback, the 3rd string quarterback. That's hilarious. Could I get... Mike Vick? Joey Harrington, man. Brett Favre? Favre. Brady. Brady's a 95. I don't think there's anybody that I can get. Carson Palmer. I could trade for Carson Palmer. He's a, what is he? He's a 82 overall. He's young in the league. They still have John Kitna, obviously. He's getting paid $40 million over 6 years. I didn't realize he was getting paid that much money. That's crazy. Drew Brees is here. I bet we could get Drew Brees. He doesn't seem like he'd be that hard to get. If I trade you my backup quarterback. Come on. What about if I give you... No, not you. What about if I give him a pick? Does that give him... Come on. Why is it so hard to trade for players? Quentin Jammer? No. Do we give up our first round pick for Drew Brees? I don't know if that's really worth it. I don't think it's really worth it. Especially since we have McNair in for 4 years. It's really hard to trade. I didn't realize it was. We can export a team, create a player, modify the uniforms. What do we have here? Free agency. I don't think there's anybody in here that we want. Chris Redman. Who are some of these names in here? Josh Booty. There's a guy named Josh Booty. This is crazy. Tim Rudy's in free agency as an 83 overall. That's not bad. I mean, we have a really good center already. We don't need one. There's an 85. Holy crap. These players are good. I mean, they're old, but they're good overalls. Solomon Page is only a 5-year pro. Oh, look at this. You can give players contracts in free agency when it's not needed. Like that. How is that not already a thing again? That doesn't even make any sense. All right, we got the 85 overall right tackle. Joe Johnson's here. There's some really good players. Jason Gilden's an 89 overall. There's got to be some people that... Ooh, Jason Sehorn. I do love me some Jason Sehorn. Oh, we have a full roster. Okay, we'll just let Jason Sehorn sit in free agency then. All right. Let's go to Storyline Central. No, let's go to training camp. Can we... Oh, yeah. I forgot these drills existed. Okay. Steve McNair is 31, though. Interesting. Let's just skip training advance to the preseason. All right, here we go. Now we're getting cooking with gas here. We should probably just skip the preseason. Can we do that? Team schedule. Can we just simulate? Select game. Signing free agents. Oh, so all those free agents are getting signed now. All the high overall free agents, which is understandable because they were all, I mean, they were older, but they were decently high overall. I'm not gonna play this game. No, I'm not gonna play it. Can I simulate it though? How does one simulate? Simulate all weeks. Okay, so let's see if we beat the Browns. No, we lost 26-14 over the Cleveland Browns. So that's fun. I didn't think that was gonna happen. How quick is the simulation though? Doesn't seem super quick. All right, let's simulate. Ooh, that's a rivalry game against the Packers. Let's, oops, I went too far. I'm still getting used to these buttons. It's different backing out than it is on regular Maddens. So let's simulate all these games. Let's see if we get some W's against these teams. We beat the Bills in the preseason. That's good, 13-9. That's always good. We got the Cowboys on Monday and then on Thursday against the Packers. Can we get it done? Is Steve McNair still good enough to get it done? I don't know. I don't know. We did beat the Cowboys. We're 2-1 in the preseason. And now we got the rivalry game against the Pack. Are we going to go 3-1 or 2-2? We go... Ooh. Ooh. Simulated week. Here we go. Oh, I have to simulate through the game. I think, right? Oh, my controller went out on me. Are you serious? This is the problem that I was having. It just keeps going out. I don't know if it's a bad cord or what, but it just keeps going out on me. All right. So I don't want to play this game, that's for sure. So can I just go to, maybe if I go to the weekly schedule, I can simulate all the games? Nope, that's not, no, bad. Simulate preseason, here we go. Simulate the entire preseason. Are we going to get the W against the Packers? We tied! We tied against the Packers. I forgot they did ties in these older games where you could actually simulate a tie. That's crazy. That's actually really cool. It's kind of annoying if you're trying to like go for a perfect season or something, but it's really cool. So we've got the owner's box. What's the owner's box? Ooh. So this is, we can take control of all the stuff. We can make set prices. We can have advisors. What's that do? Our coaching salaries are well below the league average. Fans are generally happy to take. We really need to extend our 2-year playoff run. We've got cap room. Not the time to be. Now's not the time to be cheap. They don't want us to be cheap. Okay, that's interesting. If we go to the newspaper, we've got the national newspaper, and it says Glover back. Training staff clears Glover to play. So Glover Quinn is coming back. Good for him. What's the Nashville newspaper? What'd that say? What's the Nashville newspaper saying? Can you believe it? Starter announced. I don't, who's the starter? Who's our starting running back? It's going to be Chris Brown? No, Eddie George is starting at running back. Are you crazy? That's good. That's good. Left tackle. Our offensive line's really good, actually. Our center's a 12 overall. Did somebody get hurt? What is this? We got to play the 63 overall. I didn't realize our center got hurt or something. We have everybody else playing that's a good overall. Hold on. Where's the injury report? Oh, it's up top. Injury report. 5 weeks for our center Hartwig. So we got to go into free agency and we got to get some. We got to get a center. We can't have a 12 overall playing center. Tim Rudy's still here, but we have. Let's go here to center. We'll release you. 63 overall, release player. All right, and then we'll go to free agency. We'll get Tim Rudy. He can play. He can play for us. We just need him for a 1-year contract. We don't need anything crazy. Did he sign? I think he signed. And we go to center, and we put Tim Rudy. There we go. So now Tim Rudy will start for us at center until Hartwig is back from injury. We have week number 1 of the regular season. Our team schedule is as follows. We have the Dolphins, Colts, Jaguars, Chargers, Packers, Texans, Vikings, Bengals. Then the bye week. Then the Bears, Jaguars, Texans, Colts, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, and the Lions to finish out the season. All right, so let's simulate to the bye week and see how our team is performing. See if we're doing anything, if we're making any moves. Who knows? Who knows if we're making big money moves? So, do we start 1-0 or do we start 1-0? Our opponents' records are not lining up very well. We beat the Dolphins by 3 in week number 1, 30-27. Good for us. Are we going to beat the Colts? The Colts have a good team. I mean, they got Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. They got a good team, so let's see what happens here. Our opponents' combined record is 4-9. Our schedule seems to be pretty easy this season, which is a good thing. So now we're on to the next week against the Colts. I'd expect this to be a loss because the Colts are good, but they are 0-1. So you have too few fullbacks. Okay. So we don't have a fullback on the roster. Did somebody get hurt? Somebody might have gotten hurt. Let's go to the injury report. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have Brad Cassell has 6 weeks injury with torn quadricep. Ben Trope, our rookie tight end, is out, and our fullback is injured for 3 weeks. Interesting. So we're going to have to release somebody because we have a full roster. Let's get rid of some of these wide receivers. Oh, we can't. Okay. Who do we have extra of? We don't need this right tackle, so we'll release you. There we go. We'll go in here in free agency and get a fullback. I've never seen a fullback get injured like that before, but he did. Is there anybody that I recognize? No, it doesn't. There's not going to be anybody here. Let's just sign Detron Smith to a 1-year contract. There we go. All right. So now we have a fullback on the roster to fill in for whoever our fullback was. And we'll simulate to the bye week and see how we're doing. Hopefully we don't get any more injuries. Those injuries are killing us right now. I don't like it. Our combined record for opponents is still bad. It's still under 500 at 9-13. And we're going up against the 0-1 Colts. And we beat them 24-15. 0-2 Colts. Okay, they're on a little bit of a slump, it looks like. The record's starting, it's still looking bad. I mean, we're going up against the 1-1 Jaguars. We beat them too. We're 3-0 on the season so far, 19-12. We lead the division. They're 1-2. The Chargers are 0-3 now. Chargers are 0-3. Still a bad opponent record. And we lose to the 0-3 Chargers by 3. Ah, that sucks. We're 3-1 on the year now. Going up against the Packers on Monday Night Football. We beat the Packers in the preseason, but they are 3-1 this to start this season. And of course, the Chargers lost next week, so we're their only win so far. That sucks. We beat the Packers by 1. That's a big win. That's a really, really big win. 4-1 on the year against the 4-1 Texans, who are having a really good year. But we beat them 20-10. Let's go. This team is good. This team is Super Bowl caliber. 5-1 on the year, going up against the Vikings in Minnesota. 2-3 on the year, and we lose to them 16-13. Okay, 5-2 record. 5-2 record. We should be getting close to the bye week here pretty soon. I don't think we're going to have to make any moves. I think this team is playing pretty well. The 1-5 Bengals are on the schedule. We beat them by 2, 14-12. 6-2, boys. 6-2. Can you see it with your eyes? That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy that we're 6-2 right now. We have a lot of bad teams on our schedule, that is for sure. Our opponent record is 42-55 right now. So, and now we got the bye week. So we simulate the bye week. We let everybody rest up. Hopefully we have our guys back from injury. That was, I mean, we had so many injuries during the first half of the season. I don't know why it says rivalry game on the bye week. We've got the Bears, who are 3-5. The Jaguars 4-4. We've already beat them. We beat the Texans. They're 5-3. We've already beat the Colts. They're 5-3. Chiefs are 4-4. Raiders are 5-4. Broncos 3-6. Lions 2-6. So that is what our record is looking like right now. Let's take a look at the injury report and see if anybody's hurt. We have Solomon Page out for the season, Eddie Berlin out for the season, and Brad Cassell out for the season. Not good. We'll place you on the IR, Solomon Page. That was our free agent signing. And we will put you on the IR as well. So now we have 3 roster spots. We're probably going to have to go to Vinny Testaverde's here. Let's go to wide receiver. Antonio Freeman's in free agency. Is there... I don't think there's anybody. Let's sign Antonio Freeman. Oh, so... I guess we can't sign anybody because we have a full roster, even though I put them on IR. Let's take a look at the stats. How do I find the stats? Oh, here they go. Stats and info. Stat book. So how is everybody playing? So Steve McNair through the first half of the season has 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, 10 picks. Eddie George does have not had the really good season that I was expecting him to have. 490 yards, no touchdowns for him. We're not running the football very well at all, it doesn't seem like. Derek Mason's got 640 yards and 3 touchdowns, 42 catches. We're getting sacked a lot, it looks like. We don't have a lot of interceptions. Peter Sermon has 3 interceptions, that's the most. Schulters has 2. We don't have a lot of sacks. Bullock has 6. Kalmas has 4. We're not playing particularly well, but we are in the record-wise. So let's continue to simulate a little bit further. I think we'll simulate this full season and then see what happens. So let's go down here to the final game and see what happens here. We're going up against the 3-5 Bears. This should be a victory, but you never really know. Especially with the way that we play through the season. We got to run the football better, but I guess we don't because we just won against the Bears 20-7. So we're 7-2. If we win games not running the football, I guess that's not a bad thing. I just figured that it would help us out a little bit more. We beat the Jaguars 32-24, so we've beaten the Jaguars twice, and we've beaten the Colts once, we've beaten the Texans once. So we currently have not lost to our division rivals, so we should be very, very much in control of the division. We're going up against the Texans. We lose, so we split with the Texans 17-24, 8-3 on the year. We should be top of the AFC at least, maybe like the 2nd seed or the 1st seed or something. So hopefully top 2. Now we go up against the Colts, who we did play in the beginning of the season. We lose to them 29-20, so we're 8-4. We're on a little bit of a losing streak here. And we now split with both the Texans and the Colts. That's not really ideal. Going up against the Chiefs, this is a much-needed victory here. Our opponents that we continue to play are still bad. They're 5-7 themselves. So we get a much-needed victory because that puts us at 9-4, which keeps us ahead of the Texans and Colts for now. The Texans lost; they're 8-6. If the Colts lose, they must have their bye week. If the Colts lose, that's going to be big because that keeps us ahead. We win. That's a big win. And the Colts lost. The Colts are 8-6 too. Yes, 10-4. We have sole possession of first place in the division. And we beat the Broncos, 11-4. We are starting to pile up the victories. I think that might have just clinched the division for us because there's only one more game left. So the Colts are 9-6. We're 11-4. Even if we lose, yeah, this is the final game of the season against the Lions, who are 3-12. Even if we lose this, I don't think the Colts can win the division because they're 9-6. They lost a crucial game. They go 10-6, and we're 11-4. I think that is the division. Let me go back. Let me go back to the standings. I didn't want to exit out of that. Let me go back to the standings here. Yes, we have the Y next to our name, which means clinched the division title. We have clinched the AFC South, 11-4. The Patriots are 13-3. They're the best team in the AFC. Then the Ravens at 11-5, and the Colts do get a wild card spot at 10-6. But we have clinched hopefully a 6th seed, or a 6th seed, hopefully a 2nd seed if we can beat this team, the Lions, which we should be able to. They're 3-12 football team. I would hope that we beat this team. So simulate the week. Let's hopefully beat the Lions. If I could actually, like, do that. Simulate this. No, not the week. I already did that. Simulate the season. Simulate the entire regular season. Is this going to be a W? It is a victory. A big victory. Because that puts us, if the Ravens won, that puts us, Jamal Lewis got the most rushing yards in a season. So if we take a look at the standings, we're 12-4, which is huge. That gives us the second seed. That gives us, because back in the old days, the top 2 seeds in the playoffs got byes. So we're not playing on wild card weekend. We are not playing on wild card weekend because, as you can see, we're TBD, to be determined. So we will simulate the wild card round, simulate the round, and we'll find out who we're gonna play. The Ravens won, the Bears lost. So we're playing the Ravens. We're playing the Ravens in the divisional round of the playoffs. That's tough. That is really, really tough. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the Ravens in the divisional round. They have a really good team. If we go and check their team out, because I kind of want to, not the injury report. Oh, we lost somebody else for the season. That's not good. There seems to be a lot of injuries in this simulation. Let's go find the Ravens. They have Kyle Bowler as their starting quarterback. That's good for us. Jamal Lewis, Kevin Johnson and Travis Taylor, Todd Heap, Jonathan Ogden. Oh, this is not good. Their offensive line is really good. Orlando Brown's there. Obviously the father of Orlando Brown Jr. Kelly Gregg, Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis. Peter Boulware, Chris McAllister. I do like that it tells you who made the Pro Bowl. Ed Reed didn't make a Pro Bowl. He is only 2 years in the league. Ray Lewis is 8 years. I didn't realize they were so far apart. Huh. That's crazy. 2 years in the league for Ed Reed, but 8 years in the league for Ray Lewis? I didn't realize that. Let's take a look at our team really quickly, see who made the Pro Bowl, if we made anybody. We had Steve McNair make the Pro Bowl. No Eddie George. Robert Holcomb, our fullback, made the Pro Bowl. Derek Mason made it. We had Benji Olsen make it, our right guard. We had nobody on defense, so we had like 4 Pro Bowlers. If we take a look at the stats, let's go take a look at the stats really quick on the season, see if anybody played really well. Whoops, I always do that. I always hit triangle for some reason. I don't know why. We had Steve McNair, who threw 3,100 passing yards, 26 touchdowns to 15 picks. I'd like to see him lower those picks down a little bit, obviously. Rushing, Eddie George did not get 1,000 yards, 859, 4 touchdowns on 237 attempts. Derek Mason had 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's why he made the Pro Bowl, 71 catches. Tackles, we had 141 from Keith Bullock. Didn't make the Pro Bowl, though. 8 sacks. He was the leading sacker. Then we had Andrew Wolfolk, so I passed him up. We did have somebody on defense. I didn't even notice it. He had 6 interceptions. All right. Those are your stats. Are we going to beat the Ravens? I sure hope so. I don't know if it's going to be possible. We got to go to the weekly schedule. I don't know if it's going to be possible to beat these boys. Simulate the round. Colts and Patriots, that's a big game. Colts are going to the AFC Championship game. And it's going to be Buccaneers and football team for the NFC Championship. Patriots lost, 30-27. We've got to simulate this game, it looks like. Simulate the round. Are we going to win? Why is he not simulating our game? Simulate the round. We lost. We lost to the Ravens. That's disappointing. We made the divisional round, but we can always get better in the offseason. And now it's time for Ravens football team in the Super Bowl. And who won it? Who won the Super Bowl? The football team wins the Super Bowl in year number 1. The Pro Bowl is here as well. We'll simulate the Pro Bowl really quickly. Advance to owner mode in the offseason. Yeah, sure, I'll advance to owner mode in the offseason. Might as well. Well, we've got some big things happening in the offseason. Hopefully, we can spend some money and bring in some talent. But I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. So if you guys want to see more of this, let me know down below. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. The off season and then all of next season will be in the next episode if you want to see more. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Smash that like button. Join the Juice Club. Love to have you. It's a wonderful place to be. See you guys in the next one. Peace.